Welcome to another fantastic episode of Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes, the show where we do a deep dive. We get into the nitty-gritty details with a past guest from Small Business Celebration, the main show. But we couldn't do the show without a presenting sponsor and our location sponsor. At Oliver & Associates Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction, it's a life moment. That's why they're committed to building relationships that last. They take the time to truly understand your needs, your dreams, your stories, so they can find you not just a house, but a home. Give Oliver Associates a call at 661-808-3444 or check them out at yourrealtor.us today. Today's Meat and Potatoes episode location is brought to you by Modern Gigi Gallery, an ultra-modern art gallery located in downtown Bakersfield, California, featuring the artworks of the modern abstract artist Johnny Ramos. Whether you're looking for artwork for your office, your home, or a postcard you can send as a thank you note, go to Modern Gigi Gallery located at 918th Street in Bakersfield, or give them a call at 661-374-7724 or email them at art@moderngigi.com today. Welcome to Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes, and this particular episode we're going to be talking about scaling up. I've been getting a lot of questions about, okay, where business is growing, it's growing and growing and growing, but how do I do it so I don't sink the ship? And to guide us through all of that is Cesar Luna, the owner of Luna Electric. Welcome to Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes.
Hey, how's it going?
And for visionaries who don't know who you are you and what is it that you do?
I'm Cesar Luna, the owner of Luna Electric. I've been in business for going on 12 years right now. So I do residential, commercial, and industrial, and low voltage here in Bakersfield.
Commercial. That business is just growing.
Yeah, it is.
And in the last year, because we did your episode, 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago, something like that? How many more employees have you hired since then?
We've hired two employees.
Right.
And we've pretty much just outgrown our shop already.
So visionaries, if you're watching the walk-up right now, it's from his original episode, and they're not going to be there much longer because you're growing.
Yeah.
And part of that is twofold. One is, what are you doing to make sure your growth doesn't outpace yourself so that you sink the ship?
You got to build a good foundation. Really good. So you got to you got to get good accounts. You got to diversify with your accounts.
How so?
So you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. If you have a particular contractor that you deal with, but that's 80% of your workflow,
right.
And you guys get into a fight or there's a job, if there's a job that you don't get.
Laying people off, including yourself.
Yeah. So, and then the market too, how things go.
Right.
Currently right now tariffs,
right.
And a whole bunch of stuff about the presidency and all that. So there's a whole bunch of factors that come into play that affect every single electrical trade.
Right.
Commercial, industrial, because industrial is a lot of overseas.
Right.
Commercial is people just don't want to start a project because they don't know what's going to happen.
And then you got to wait for PG&E for 9 months to get a transformer put in.
Yeah. PG&E does delay a lot. So just trying to scale up your business, you don't want to do it too fast because you want to build a good foundation, rock hard. So
what have you done?
I would say the main thing is more online presence, just because nowadays it's just technology. It's not the yellow books that people are looking in, or it's not word of mouth no more. Generally, out of, let's just say 10 new clients we get a week, I doubt even one's word of mouth. It's all online presence, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Part of your growth too is it's really easy to say, we're 200% over last year, just hypothetically speaking. What are you doing to sit there and go, I brought on 2 new guys or 2 new employees in the last year, but I really wanted to add that 3rd, 4th, or 5th. What are you doing to hold back the reins and say, it's great, but no? Because if you hire too many people, and like you said, one of your accounts goes south, you're sunk. How are you mitigating that?
Well, I think, like I said before, it's not that one of my accounts goes south because we don't invest over 80% into one account, we draw it across the board. So when one goes down, we latch onto another. So we're dug into all around accounts. Why we succeed when one goes down. But what I would say is, you know, just getting strong guys there and not kind of going past our means. So just, well, if right now, let's just say right now per se, we're kind of overwhelmed with work, but not too much to the point where we need to hire a full-time employee, right? It's a part-time employee. So I have the discussion with the guys. Hey, you know what? We can hire a part-time guy, but and then that'll take away from your 40 hours.
Oh.
Or if you guys just want to get a couple more hours overtime, you know, work a little harder, then we'll continue to grow, and then I'll pick up the slack too. So on some of the jobs, like on the new accounts where they just want to see my face, I'll go over there.
They just want to see your face.
Yeah, they just want to see the boss there, right? Just go over there. Hey, this is how we do it. You know, kind of pamper the clients a little bit, and then just introduce them to our workers, and then we generally go from there.
You brought up something interesting that I like to explore a little bit, because you've got this work coming in, and rather than hiring that part-time person, you're going through and asking your team to go through and doing a couple extra hours of overtime.
Yeah.
Why does that work?
Well, everybody likes more money overtime, right? So they always like the overtime. But we're building we're building a business, and they understand that, and they want to be a part of the business. I let them know about the goals. Nobody wants to be at a business where hey, well, you're not letting them know the goals. Like, hey, this is why we want to hit 1 million. We want to have 4 or 5 guys. I want to see you in this position. Everybody is a part of the team, and we have the meetings in the morning, you know, and I kind of break our like company up as warriors. We're going into battle, right? So everybody has a particular hat that they're gonna wear, and one guy's a lead man on one job, and another guy's a lead man on another job. So they see the end goal, and that's why they're willing to support the decisions I make.
One of the other things that you're going through, and this is very personal on your part, so you know I'm putting you on the spot. Yeah. But you're discovering something that a lot of business owners struggle with, which is you're now having to work on your business, not in your business.
Oh yeah.
You were talking a moment ago about, you know, you're going out and giving FaceTime to the client because they want to see the boss, they want to see the guy. But you're not so much in the attics anymore pulling wire anymore. How does that feel?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't be totally out there. I'm still kind of in and out. I haven't gotten the full process on out of it. And I know that's where I need to be. That's what everybody says. But you don't know until you live it, until you've been there, until you've been through the trenches. But it's different, so you got to make this transition. You know, I'm always trying to get my hands dirty and looking at the guys and say, man, I could do it this way and that way, but you just got to trust them. And just know that not everybody's going to do it your same way, but you need to find work for them the next week. So you got to be in that office, and then the guys will come tell you, hey, you need to be in that office, getting more work for us.
Sure. I need my 40 hours.
Yeah, I need my 40, which we do, and I'm happy for. But once you can get back, scale it back, since I've been in the office more, and I would say the main thing is a secretary. That's the thing.
Why is that? How's getting a secretary helped you?
Oh, well, in the beginning, you don't want to give her too much stuff because you want to take a hold, but and then you give her the reins, and then she starts doing so much for you, then you have all this time on your hands because your guys are.
What am I doing now?
Well, what am I gonna, what am I gonna do with my time? She's already doing everything. So then that's when you really start working on your business. When you're saying, okay, you start kind of trying to look into the future. How can I scale up? How can I cut back here? What are the guys missing? What do they really need? What do they don't need? How can I strategize my day to get the whole maximum of the whole day?
Are you spending time or more and more time, because you have it, looking at your expenses and going, you know what? If I go with this vendor, I can actually pay less for Cooper Wire.
Oh yeah.
Has that been a real benefit for you because you've been able to work on your business?
Yeah. Some of it, when you do have more time, you can get from particular vendors. Sometimes the job is so fast when it comes that you don't got the time to go to a particular vendor. You just got to go where it's at.
Right.
So that all depends. But you can pull back a little bit and see where all the money is going.
Right.
And see where you can tighten up.
How does working on your business allow you to get out in the community and get new business so that you guys can get 40 hours a week?
Oh, a lot, because when they call my company, it'll hit the secretary first. But what I find a lot is that not too many business owners, bigger ones, they never answer their phone. They don't. I hear they're not talking to me. They say they're going to come out. They don't come out. They never give me a call back, and this is a constant thing that I'm seeing.
Right.
And I like to be Johnny on the spot. When they call, I want to lock in the job as quick as possible. I want to go out there, go see it, give them a handshake, make a little joke here and there, and just let them know that I'm just a real guy right here, just trying to make a buck.
And you couldn't do that when you were crawling in the attic.
No, because you don't have enough time. There's no time to do it. And by the end of the day, you're tired, you're whipped, and you don't want to talk to nobody.
Exactly.
You just want to just go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a real pleasure, and now it brings us to the fortune cookie game. Now, Visioneers, if you're not familiar with the way the fortune cookie game works, I have a sealed fortune cookie here in my hands. I have no idea what the fortune inside the cookie is. I'm going to give this to our guest. Now, he has to unseal it, break open the fortune cookie, read the fortune, and add "in my business" at the end of it, and expand on the message. If you want, I'll hold the extra pieces of the fortune of the cookie itself. And what does the fortune say?
Enjoy life. It's better to be happy than wise.
In my business. So how is it better to be happy and wise in your business?
It's a good one. Because it's not about the money.
How so?
Everybody's trying to get money. Everybody wants to do people dirty or just make an extra dollar. I get that a lot. Overcharging. I'd rather be happy with the customer. They're happy. They get a good experience. Yeah. They get honesty. That's what matters. Making a difference. And we do gotta pay the bills, but I'm not out there trying to hit slam dunks on all the jobs. And I get that a lot. So and so don't want to come out here because it's too hard of a job, or so and so charged me $4,000 when it's only a $2,000 job. That's I'd rather be happy when I go home. Yeah.
Cesar?
Yeah.
Congratulations, well done. Jeez. You get to put that in your pocket, and you get to put it on your refrigerator as a reminder on this.
Thank you.
Now, Visioneers, if you've watched the main show, there had been more than one episode where producer Emily has been in the back, and she has been taking notes like she is on this particular episode. And the questions she comes up with are like 180 degrees opposite of anything I would even think of. So much so that when we started this show, we decided to give her the whole second half. And now it's time for questions by Emily.
And Questions by Emily is sponsored by Cesar Consulting. Need elite talent to grow your team? Cesar Consulting Group in Bakersfield is your go-to partner in staffing and direct hires. They don't just fill jobs, they build lasting partnerships by listening to your needs and delivering top-tier customer service. At Cesar, mutual success isn't a goal, it's the standard. This is more than staffing, it's building your team so you can build your business. Visit CesarConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. That's CesarConsultingGroup.com or 877-800-4622, and let's build your future together.
Hello, Visioneers. Welcome back to Questions by Emily. I'm Emily. If you've got questions... Well, you can't hear me anyway. Welcome back to Questions by Emily. I have my mic on now, and if you've got questions, we hear you. Please put them in our comment section, whether it's on our live show videos or on our regular videos or on our shorts. Feel free, add those questions to the comment section. We want to make sure they get answered. And I have lots of notes on my note sheet. You were talking with Michael in the very beginning about how you guys are getting a lot from an online presence.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing that really has torpedoed your business in the online space?
Well, that's kind of like a secret sauce, right? That we don't want to kind of let people know, because that's our little niche that we have that's beaten some of our competitors. But one of the things I will say, just give out, is just your website makes a huge difference. So
Really?
if you're a person that's building your website or trying to build your website, that's probably not the way to do it. You want to hire a professional person to build your website, because that's the platform, the main platform for online presence.
So you're keeping that website active?
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of business owners, they get it up, they get it going, and then they forget it.
No,
And it just
yeah.
kinda
You got to keep that running, full blast all the time.
Full blast.
Yeah.
Do you do ads too, or are you doing everything organic?
We hire a guy that kind of generally takes care of all that for us. But there's stuff here and there that he does that that gets us a little bit more seen than other companies.
So then is that link into social media, or are you guys really finding that Google is the way to go?
Well, there's a lot of platforms that go that way. We do have a social media like Instagram and all that, but we just put that just to let people know that we are real people, and we put funny memes on there, and we just let people just see inside the company.
I see. So that's really a place that you guys are having fun.
Yes, correct.
Which a lot of business owners also, they see social media as it has to be serious, it's a business. But then what is it that you're doing to make it fun so that people know that you guys are approachable from your online presence?
We put like memes, funny memes like that. I'll take my son out on a couple of service calls with me just to let you know that I'm a real human being. We do a couple of jokes on, some fails too that we have. Obviously jobs don't go 100% the way that they want to. If you think they do, they don't. So just the real life that, we're human, we make mistakes, but we're here to laugh about them and then proceed and keep going.
So how would you then encourage other business owners to use their social medias?
They'd probably want to just link them all together. So I know it's if you don't really know and it's kind of like a younger generation thing. You can hire somebody, but you can generally do one post that'll link to all your social media. That way it's not tiresome having a post on each page. But it does make a difference, because when people are looking you up on the internet, they want to see stuff that's relatable, or they want to know that they can trust you, because you are going into their house, right?
Yeah.
So you're an individual that they don't know, so they want to know if you're reputable. They want to see, hey, what does this guy look like? What's her stats? Is he a good guy? So that's something that people want to know.
Do they come when they say they're going to come?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned you hired a secretary.
Yeah.
At what point in your business did you get to the point where you needed a secretary?
Where you're constantly picking up the phone and you can't conduct business no more. When it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing, and there's no way that you can do anything else. That the phone takes all your time and the emails take all your time. Then at that point, you're gonna need a secretary. There's no way you're gonna get to the next level.
So were you doing that before you got a secretary?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't do jobs and answer the phone.
Well, yeah, you can, but not for a while.
Yeah.
2 or 3 phone calls a day is fine, but once you're getting 15 phone calls and you're getting responses on emails, there's no way you're gonna get nothing done. So I would, show up to a job site, and what should take an hour or 2 would take me a whole day.
Oh, because you were in the middle of getting more business.
Yeah.
Do you wish you would have gotten a secretary sooner?
No, I think I got the secretary when I was ready, because I wanted everything in place, right? So when you get a secretary, you want to make sure she has a workspace.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. She definitely has dual monitors, because she can do more damage with dual monitors. And everything in place. So you got to understand your business. You can't teach somebody how to be a secretary if you don't know the protocol. Like, for example, QuickBooks. If you don't know your protocol on that, how do you intend on training somebody else? So you got to have that all mastered, already all done, before you even get a secretary.
So how many guys did you have working jobs by the time you got to the point where you needed management side of things? Because you've got the doers, the guys doing things, and then you've got the people getting things done on the back end, which is the secretary.
Yeah.
How did you get to a point where because you're only one person.
Yeah.
You can't teach and answer the phone and do the jobs. So how did you get to a point where you could manage teaching somebody?
Like the secretary.
Like how many guys did it take to get your girl?
Okay. I'd say once you start getting to 3 or 4, then it's just, you can't do it.
Yeah.
You'll need a secretary. And then the secretary keeps track of the guys too, because they're doing their time too. So now you're having her do duties like, well, not only do I need you to do this, I need you to make sure they're doing their time, everything's properly done on their end as well.
Yeah. Well, I was curious with the guys too. So you said that, they'll do some overtime before you get a part-time guy,
Yeah.
which is really smart. How do you encourage them that overtime will end? Because I'm sure at first overtime sounds like a nice paycheck bump, but they can't do overtime, they can't do 50-hour weeks forever. At how many hours of overtime each does it take to get a part-time guy?
2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're doing 2 hours a week extra?
No, it'll be, if it's 8 hours to compensate for one guy, it'll be 2 hours for a guy. So per week, it'll probably be, it wouldn't be much. It'd be, I'd say 3 hours per guy.
They're not being run ragged before there's another guy brought in.
That's another thing too, that I don't like to run the guys really hard. So like after, I like to implement like easy jobs in between the week so they can get like a little break. And then, Mondays and Fridays I don't want to say they're a wash, but they're coming back from the weekend, and then Fridays they're thinking about the weekend. So those are the days you don't want to put dangerous jobs on.
That makes sense. Yeah, that could be really scary for you guys, huh?
Yeah. Can we pause so I can? No? Oh.
Yeah, just keep going. But I'm looking at my notes over here. But I've also noticed that you've got different yard signs. Like as I'm driving down the street, I notice your sign. There's very few people that would be willing to advertise, and very few things that they would put in their front yard. It's usually a graduated here, birthday there, political sign there. But how do you get to a place where with your customers where they want to advertise your business in their front lawn?
Oh, that like out of 10 customers, we'll probably get one of those.
Really?
It's just because somebody's done something bad, or somebody had figured out the problem we figured out, or somebody's seen something, we've seen a different angle or a different way to install something that they're really happy about, and then they'll, the thing that they say before you leave is, I'm gonna use you for the rest of, I'm gonna use you for all my electrical needs. And then you could shoot out, hey, we want a yard sign or anything like that. But
really,
generally, that's kind of like the old school method for the yard sign, unless they're in a high traffic area, then we would do that. But we kind of generally don't do that. We do the online presence is good enough.
Yeah, but I have noticed those yard signs, so at least it's working.
Yeah. Out of the yard, you know how when people give you the survey and you never think about it, like, how did you hear about us? So that's where they're, did you hear about us on the internet? Did you hear about us word of mouth? Did you hear about us on like a newspaper? And then now I know why they're getting all that feedback to know what to dump their money into the social media.
I see. So that final survey, that goodbye, thank you, is really the linchpin.
Yeah. So the yard signs, my uncle has one of our yard signs off of Olive, so
okay, must be that one that I see, because I drive down Olive so much, and I'm like,
that's the one you're talking about.
His sign. Yeah.
Now that's a high traffic area, so obviously we're gonna put a sign there, but in the center of a cul-de-sac, we wouldn't do it. So that one we actually do get calls on, so we'll probably get like 2 calls a month out of that one.
Okay, I see. Well, thank you so much for being
welcome.
with us today.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say to Visionaires?
Just every day is gonna be a struggle with the business.
Yeah.
So you got to keep your head up, because about owning a business in a small one, it's about solving problems each day. So each day comes with a separate set of problems. When I'm done, when I have a hard day, at the end of the day, I'll go, eat a cheeseburger or go eat something, and I'll think, gosh, Garner, I made it through the whole day, and I start thinking about every single problem that I had to overcome. So not every day is going to be a perfect day. Every day there's a problem that you're going to have to solve, and just keep going strong.
But you got to go to bed at night knowing that you solved the problem.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. If Visioneers want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
You can do a Google search, Luna Electric Incorporated. You can give me a call, 661-461-8042, or you can email me, Cesar, C-E-S-A-R, at lunaelectric07.com.
Well, thank you, Cesar, for being here. And for Visioneers, if you guys want to see what else we're doing, head on over to the regular show. This week we're talking with Jeff Huston with Rymac Construction, General Construction that is. We talked about how do you raise your prices without losing clients, how do you deal with vendors who just won't respond, and how do you keep loyal clientele while charging what you're worth. It was a great episode. We definitely enjoyed it. We're here every Monday for our Live at 5 Meat and Potatoes, and every Saturday for our main show. With that,